but we can see Sonic Colors here on stage. Get ready, it's Sonic Colors with CriticalCyd.
Woo!
Cyd boy.
Alrighty. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the start of the Sonic block. Gonna kick it off with Sonic Colors. But before that, I'm gonna let my couch introduce themselves.
Okay. Hi, I'm Dakitteh.
I'm Gedrith.
I'm Auraace.
Alright, and they're gonna be helping me commentate this. The category I'm gonna be running is Egg Shuttle. It's like a challenge mode that has everything unlocked from the start, and all of the boost carries over between stages, making it extra fast. It also cuts out all of the cutscenes and all that stuff, so only gameplay here. Alright, and I'm ready whenever you are. So let's give it a countdown and then on go. 3, 2, 1, go! All right.
So a lot has changed.
A lot has changed since I last showed this off at AGDQ 2017. This used to be the world where I could just carefully explain all of the game mechanics. Nothing too out of the ordinary happens, but
No big tricks.
no big tricks. But yeah, no, that has changed.
So this is, for the most part, going to start off the same way as last time. We're going to come up to this little rail up here and skip half of it. But immediately after this, we're going to do a 2D and 3D. So this trick right up here, he's just going to pretty much jump right over. Gets right over the trigger. So it used to be we thought we could only do this with a laser. Nope, not anymore. We can just jump right over the trigger and we're good. And we skip half the level.
And there we go.
Very nice.
So yeah, like I said, things get wild from the start now. And yeah, so this game is supposed to have 2D sections alongside these 3D sections. I just skipped the only 2D section in this stage. And I guess you'll see it in the next one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thanks to Sharo and Cryptic, they've put a lot of time into making this game silly.
Ubuntu Jackson as well. He's been finding a lot of skips. All right, so here's the actual 2D section. 2D sections tend to be a little bit lower on speed just because you can't look as far in front of you. I need that. Give me that. And I need that as well. So yeah, whenever possible, I'd like to keep my 3D physics in 2D stages, 2D planes, even if I can't really do any big out of bounds, just because I will have higher speed. But usually when I'm at 3D, there is going to be some nonsense of breaking out of bounds and whatnot. All right. Sonic Colors is also known for all of the wisps that are available. You saw me use one in the very first stage, which is the laser wisp. The laser wisp, just you aim it somewhere and it goes very far, very fast. Whenever you're in 3D, you can aim it left and right, and whenever you are in 2D, you can aim it up and down. And whenever you hit one of those diamonds, it kind of gets redirected to wherever the diamond is programmed to redirect it to.
We hope you look forward to seeing how that's abused later.
Oh yeah.
Laser is very useful for skips and for breaking out of bounds, all that good stuff.
And if you ever want some good things to watch in your free time, the task for this game, all the individual levels are silly.
It's extremely impressive.
Wild. It is wild. Thank you, Sharu from Japan, for that wonderful task. All right, so I'm gonna use this laser right here. And then instead of taking that ramp, I am once again going to break into 3D and carry it on into the 2D section. And now I actually have to carefully jump around stuff in order to actually get anywhere. The 2D plane is quite thin, which makes it quite scary, and is also why I hit the checkpoint.
So the nice thing about this is for some reason, the checkpoints actually retain our 3D and 2D. So even though we died, it doesn't get reset. You can just keep going until, you know, we get it. And there we go.
There we go.
A lot of the 3D and 2Ds, you use Sonic's really big homing attack range in this game to like get back on the 2D plane as you like jump around it to avoid obstacles, and then you can homing attack right back on it to continue.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm just gonna use the laser to take the upper path right here, because the lower path is quite slow. Use the laser to ricochet up these walls all the way up here. And this stage actually has 2 gold rings, one upper one and a lower one. Taking the upper one slightly faster. All right.
So a fun thing actually, since we mentioned homing attack earlier, a fun little thing about this game, the homing attack length is actually different if you play the game in 4x3 compared to 16x9.
Yeah.
Makes no sense, but it's there.
Yep, you actually need to have it somewhat on screen in order to be able to homing attack it. So the 60x9 is not just a choice, it's actually beneficial in this case. Also, some of the stages are quite short, as you can see. But here we have another new wisp. This is the Spike Wisp. I normally wouldn't unlock this until like the 4th world or something. But since it's X-Shuttle, I have it from the start, which is quite nice because it just goes pretty fast. It unlocks Sonic's spin dash ability, which he normally doesn't have in this game. A lot of his abilities from other games are kind of tied into the Wisps. And Spike Wisp just tends to stick to walls and ceilings and everything. Makes it quite easy to get around. Nice little jump off of that ramp. And I'm gonna use the lasers right here to redirect me right into the doorway. All right. So here we have the 6th and final stage. Every world consists of 6 stages and a boss. Some of them long, some of them short. But Tropical Resort in its entirety is definitely one of the shortest worlds. The only exception to the 6 stages rule is the very final world, Terminal Velocity, but I don't really count that as a real world.
Yeah.
You'll see why.
Yeah. All right, so here's the boss. Boss takes 3 hits to die. However, if you hit him with wisps, then he actually takes more damage. So in this case, he only takes 2 wisps. And then he has an incredibly long animation during which I can take a drink. It's very useful.
Yeah, all the bosses
Out of my
in the game
nice,
have that.
out of my nice PCF bottle. Donate, please.
Please help us prevent cancer.
All right. Up to the 2nd world.
Sweet Mountain is when we're gonna get a lot more crazy.
Oh yeah. Used to be that the first big skip and honestly in this run was in the 4th stage of this world. Well, we've already had 2 big skips and now we're gonna have another one in this one. Another 3D and 2D. Here we also have a little drift section, but drifting is not really all that beneficial. So anyway, I'm gonna use this laser to get over the 2D trigger. And I'm got my 3D physics. Gotta make sure I don't touch the control stick too much. And I'm gonna just jump around the walls. Use those springs to get myself back onto the 2D section. All right, gonna have to take the lower path here.
Oh, it's not done yet.
We still got more. Grab some extra boost here, and then boost all the way into the next section. There we go.
Nice.
So normally this, or well, sometimes this skip also disables your ability to boost on the ground. I'm not entirely sure what triggers that, but in this case, I did actually manage to keep my ability to boost on the ground, which is quite useful. Quite nice. Makes you go a lot faster. But yeah, that's kind of why I was doing all of those little hops in between, because for a good part of that, I was not able to actually boost on the ground. And you kind of got to assume that you can't.
Hey, so
right.
speaking of all those 2Ds and 3Ds,
Yeah, more.
There's more coming. Yeah, there's nothing too big in this one. You don't really use it all that long, but there is a rail coming up, and that rail just kind of curves, and if you jump off of a particular part of it, then you can actually manage to kind of jump into the background. But first, I gotta maintain my ability to jump, because this booster locks me out of jumping. Oh, managed to do a short hop instead of a full jump, so that unfortunately allowed me to not do the skip. But that's fine.
so
The
ideally
actual
you
stage
jump.
is still not.
Yeah, so ideally you jump around the boost there, and then you can just jump over onto right about here.
Right about here is where I normally would have skipped to. And then here we have the Drill Wisp, as well as a lot of lag. What a lag is
Game
part of
really
the game.
doesn't like that area for some reason.
It does not. It
It's
has
fun
way,
so much in.
it has
doesn't
way too
lag
many
very-
particles.
It doesn't lag in very many spots, but that's one of the few
That's
that it
what
does.
the few does. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, the Drill Wisp is pretty self-explanatory. You drill through the ground and you can hold B to drill faster. That's about it. Speaking of self-explanatory wisps, in this one we have rockets. It does what a rocket tends to do, which is go upwards at pretty high speeds. You don't really use it for all of that much, really, but sometimes it can just be nice to navigate some vertical areas. Can
Normally
take
it's
a
pretty
nice
fast to
ramp
get to
jump
the high
there.
route faster than platforming.
Sid's been using it a lot already, but if you time, depending on your timing for your jumps, in certain places, you can actually use a slope's momentum to skyrocket you up to the air. We'll be using that a lot to jump over certain things later on.
All right, here I actually use the drift in order to set up this jump so that I can jump up to that spring. It is actually a little bit faster than taking the actual rails that lead there. And you gotta...
really tricky.
It's way trickier than it looks.
Yeah.
That slope isn't very slanted. You need quite a bit of height to hit the homing attack.
So here's what used to be the notoriously big skip, but now is not as bad anymore compared to the others.
Oh, just short and sweet.
Yeah. It's actually very nice that there is a skip in this one because it's full of elevators. But yeah, Gedrith is gonna take the wheel for this one.
Yeah, so he's gonna come over here and jump around this trigger for the boost pad. Get up here and he's gonna land on top of a laser wisp that you normally use for free charge, and then go out of bounds, and he'll go just past the goal, and then fall on it.
Nice.
If you miss that, it's a, what, minute and a half elevator ride?
Something like that.
You take the elevator a shame.
Yeah, it's faster. I'm pretty sure it's faster to die if you accidentally hit the trigger to pass the area, and you play the whole stage over again.
It is for sure.
Yeah, it's one of the few tricks in this game that if you miss it, it's better to die. Most of the time, if you miss it, you usually don't put yourself into a situation that you'll die. So you can just use a backup strat, and it's usually faster.
What a jerk. That guy always gets me. He's on to me.
The skips in this game normally don't save enough time to warrant dying for them, but that one does.
Yeah, that's one of the few really, really big ones. And the interesting thing about that one is since I had 3D physics, I was not actually able to aim my laser upwards, since you can only aim your laser upwards when you have 2D physics. So I had to use the loop in order to aim myself upwards in order to get that height in
so
Sweet Mountain 4.
You need to position yourself correctly on the slope, and you did that so fast.
Oh, yeah. All right. What's even sillier is that Sweet Mountain 4 is supposed to be an entirely 2D stage.
Yeah,
but
they really give it to you just so that that laser section works properly.
Exactly. Skip that little loop. All right, so the nice thing about Spike Wisp is that it actually carries a lot of momentum, so if you do your jumps right, you can actually get some really big jumps.
Yeah, this stage looks a lot different in Egg Shuttle where you get the Spike Wisp early.
Yeah, and it also depends if Spike Wisp wants to behave, because
oh yeah.
It doesn't
sometimes when you
do that.
So when you start spin dash, you actually have to hit A once to cue yourself out of it so you can then jump. And sometimes when you do that, Spike Wisp just decides that you have no more momentum.
You really got to time that properly, otherwise you'd lose all of your momentum already. All right, so here we have a nice little drill wisp hidden in that bullet. I'm actually going to need that in order to significantly shorten this fight. Normally, this fight is supposed to take 2 ship sections and then 2 sections where I beat this dude. And he normally also takes 3 hits before he goes back into the ship phase. With the drill, I only have to do the cycles twice, and he goes back to the ship in 1 hit. It actually does a ton of damage. And fortunately for me, it's consistent every time in which bullet they are, so... Oh. Get back here.
So another thing that we've been doing that probably we should explain, if you're up in the jump animation by holding A and you're in the spin, you can actually bop off of things and get additional height.
I don't know why, but you get ridiculous amounts of height in this game for hitting objects while holding A in ball form.
Oh yeah.
And it's not like you need to hit him on the head or anything, you just need to be in ball form, and that's
Yeah, you can be on your way up and it still works.
Alrighty. So that's the first 2 worlds done already, and unfortunately, it's going to be slowing down quite significantly here. It's, Startup Carnival has a lot of automated running, and the automated running paths, they all kind of act differently. This first one, it actually... I'm trying to boost to the rhythm and talk, it doesn't work. I'm just gonna get
So this first one, actually, it's better to do air dashing instead of using boost.
Yeah.
Besides that, we want to get rid of our boost for skip about to come up.
The boost would actually be, I guess, somewhat beneficial, but this automated running section, this is the only one, but yeah, it just goes faster when you use air dashes.
So Sid's gonna pop off of this and be able to go right underneath the ring, so he still gets locked into this, but he has control of Sonic still. So he's gonna jump over a 3D to 2D trigger right here, and then boost down and hit the path right below.
There we go.
Yeah, if you take those red rings, the game blocks you to the path and doesn't let you jump off, so you can't do the skip. So you have to go under them and make sure you miss that trigger.
But with that, we skip the ship.
Oh.
Yeah, you might need
I want-
flop. Yeah, there you go.
There we go. Couch selfie. Yay! Alrighty. This is just going to be automated running, so Lizstar, I'm going to throw it over to you for some donations, because, well, I'm just going on Twitter at this point.
Sounds excellent. Let me put down my
Oh,
Twitter.
uh.
Okay, so $25.
I'm going to have to do it again. Yeah, I'm not going to die, don't worry. I got a ring.
$25 from Saline. Got to donate during the Sonic block. I've heard all about how broken
Okay, yeah,
colors
never mind.
become.
We'll do the Twitter selfie to terminal velocity. I'm very bad at it, apparently.
Just let me know.
Sorry. Go ahead.
All right. Got to donate during the Sonic block. I've heard about how broken colors has become, so I was very excited to see this. Good luck on the run.
Thank you.
Can I get one more?
Yeah, go ahead.
$50 from Augie Doodle. Good luck to all the Sonic block runners today.
Alrighty, so here we have my good friend Cube Wisp. I really love him because he's blue, as stated in the interview. And he turns cube rings into cube blocks and vice versa, and that's about it. This is
great.
hopefully the only time that we will see it. Unless I'm
There's
bad.
a backup for a few other strats if he messes up, but hopefully we won't get to see it anymore. It's kind of slow.
And it's usually the worst case backup when like 3 other backups fail.
Yeah.
I'm hopefully better at this game than I am at posting mid-run Twitter selfies because, yeah, that one didn't go. We're gonna do another one. But yeah, let's start a carnival. A lot of automated running.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Gotta automate fast.
Fortunately, there are some quicker stages in this world as well, like this one. This one should hopefully go pretty fast. Especially with the help of my buddy Spike Wisp, who sometimes cooperates. Actually gotta manage my meter for the Spike Wisp quite well right here.
You have just enough to make it to this button.
There we go. 16, very smooth. How do you guys feel about trampolines?
I love them.
I love them.
They're my favorite.
Excellent. Sonic loves them too. Except that one.
So,
And that one, he doesn't like that one either.
so thankfully, most of the actual trampoline stages for this game we can actually
Or this one.
outright avoid.
Hey guys, that kind of likes that one?
Yeah,
If you-
this one's gonna be our little friend for a little bit.
All right.
If you can go over them without taking them, it's definitely faster, and they'll catch up to you way faster than if you bounce on them.
Lizstar, help.
Now's a good time for some donations.
Sure thing. I got a nice big $1,000 donation
Ooh.
from Duke20. Had to make my donation during a run of one of my favorite games of all time from my gaming franchise. A big thanks to all the runners, commentators, crowds, donors, behind-the-scenes workers who make this event possible. Happy to contribute to such a wonderful cause. Hope this event continues to help others for years to come.
Alrighty. Yes, clap for the trampolines, absolutely. Woo!
Yeah, they don't show up very often.
I
so
appreciate it.
We'll get a better one later, don't worry.
All right. So, Gedrith, how do you feel about the stage?
This is the worst stage in the whole game.
Oh, it's good.
No, it's the worst.
It's great.
Now with Cryptic's new idea, it's definitely the
Okay,
worst.
yeah, with Cryptic's idea is worse. He actually does boost jumps off of those green orbs. It's terrible. Why would you do that, Cryptic? It's fast though, but you know, I don't like it. I don't like saving a second with that. Anyway, that was it. And then this next one starts out with some more automated running. This one behaves yet differently. Like the earlier one, the really long one, I just could do whatever I wanted without slowing it down. This one, I do actually just have to hold forward and make sure I don't do any silly stomping or whatever.
Yeah. I'm happy you figured out that holding forward actually makes you go faster.
Yeah, for the longest time I didn't. Thank you, Deku, for teaching me that holding forward makes you go faster. This is also going to be the stage where we meet our next Wisp, which is going to be the Hover Wisp. And the Hover Wisp actually unlocks Sonic's Light Dash ability, where he can dash along a trail of rings. And whenever he does that, the meter does not deplete. So a nice little oversight is that whenever you just mash the Light Dash button, you can significantly increase the duration of the Hover Wisp.
Yeah, for some reason they put it on the startup of the animation and not while you're going through the rings. So just mashing the button slows down how fast the meter goes.
I'm not the best at mashing, but I'm good enough.
Good enough.
Yeah, luckily you don't. There's no part of this game where you need to mash extremely hard. Normally, just a slow mash is normally good enough.
All right, and then we got another one right at the end here. As well as some enemies right here. Just gonna dispatch them really quickly with some boosts. That's actually quite hard because the 3D movement is kind of finicky in this game.
Yeah, when you try to dash sideways in 3D sections like that, you can kind of end up going anywhere. It takes a lot of practice.
And so I'm sure everybody already noticed, but your light speed dash is pretty much hover wisp, is that correct?
Sorry?
What's the move called that Sonic does that allows him to...
Yeah, light dash.
Yeah, light dash.
Yeah.
Each wisp usually has their own, you know, special talents, and then there's Cube.
Cube special in
poor
some
Cube.
way.
Look, man, I love Cube. His talent is having a special place in my heart.
Okay, Square.
Yeah, you want to manage some of your boosts for your hover right here. You want to get this last little ring so you can get up here. If not, you have to go take another hover.
Yeah, that hover timing is pretty tight. Otherwise, you're going to have to grab an extra one and lose a few seconds.
Now
There's another little bot boost right there.
Don't say
Bot
pop
boost?
It's
boost.
bot boost.
This is Sonic Colors, not Sonic Heroes.
No, we own it now.
Okay, sure.
Do we
Sure.
own that? We own that.
You run both
I
games.
found the
We're allowed
trick.
to
I
use
own
it.
that.
Yeah.
It's
You
fine.
run both games. We're allowed to use it.
Yes, okay. Alrighty, so this boss right here, I'm just kinda gonna hit him 10 times in the face. He's gonna drop a laser wisp, and that laser wisp is gonna do 16 hits worth of damage. So I actually gonna hit him like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times.
Good
And then
job. You
for that-
counted correctly.
Yes, I can count, thank you.
Proud of you.
Thank you. And then for the last hit, I do a laser. But unfortunately, his center is now too damaged to do another 9 hits, which I need to do. So I need him to go to one of the sides so that I can hit one of his engines instead. And he just gave me the worst luck possible by not going to the side at all. Okay, man. Okay, sure.
Should we buy some time with some donation?
Let's do that.
Sure thing. We have $5 from Speronda. Hey, Sid and everyone else.
Yo.
Speronda here. Looking forward to the egg shuttle run. Do I got another?
Are you for real? Are you for real? Go to the side, my dude.
There we go.
I've not seen that bad luck before.
No. So the way he determines that is he chooses one of the 3 lanes at random, or he chooses the lane that you are on. So I actually stay on the side lanes so that I have a very good, very, very good chance that he will not do the middle twice, or in this case, 3 times. I've never seen luck that bad before. That's some marathon luck for you right there.
But now we're into the best stages.
Yeah, so that's pretty much the slow section of the run. The next 3 worlds are going to be very jam-packed with cool stuff. This one has the hardest trick in the game. I'm gonna only give it limited amount of attempts to make sure I don't kill the flow of the run too much. But hopefully I should find it.
So
Hopefully.
I believe in you. Please don't let me down.
I'm sorry preemptively for letting you down.
Thank you.
Don't worry, you'll sleep on the couch tonight.
We don't have a couch.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
we
exactly.
don't. Tub is fine.
Yeah, that'll work too.
Actually, though, good luck.
So back there he did a 3D and
Nice,
2D.
nice.
And now he skipped over a little bit of a section. He's gonna do one more.
All right.
So he wants to get in with enough momentum that he can get a good enough slope jump to be able to just skyrocket all the way up to the next section.
Yeah, he's trying to hit a homing attack on the spring through the wall. And the homing attack range is really long in this game, but it's still really hard to get close enough.
Yeah, and if he hits that,
Oh my God! Yes!
Good job.
very nice.
I did not expect to hit that in a marathon.
Me either. You surprised me, but well done.
So now we have a little fun camera mess up.
Yeah, the camera does not like me doing that trick, but
Yeah. So in big transitions like those, if you're in a 3D and 2D already, the camera has some funky things that it likes to do.
So yeah, there's a couple of reasons why that is one of the hardest tricks in the run right now. That's kind of because you have to navigate between several 2D planes while the camera is completely off to the side and you have no depth perception at all. So you just kind of have to work with visual cues based on Sonic's position, the geometry, stuff like that. And then there's the ramp launch, which is very inconsistent, and I was only going to give it 3 tries, so I'm glad I got it on the 3rd. Yep. I did not expect that.
Speaking of 2Ds, here's another one.
No, not really. This is more of a clip.
Yeah, that wall's definitely there in that box.
It is?
Yep,
And you
yep.
can just homing attack that enemy
I didn't
through the
see it.
wall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine.
So down there is actually a little bit of a loop, which means that there are several planes that, several 2D planes that the game needs to shift between. If I do my movement correctly, I can make the game think that I am still on one of the other planes of the stage, which allows me to just kind of phase through the wall because the wall is on the other plane.
And that loop is just left over from Planet Wisp 1 on the bottom. You're normally
Pretty
not
much.
even supposed to go down there at all.
Oh, yeah, no.
You kind of get stuck if you can't homing attack the guy through the wall. It's
Yeah.
really hard to get out.
Yep. Man, so far so good on the tricks. This has been pretty nice.
Show said that.
Why did I curse myself?
Yeah,
Why did
no, man.
The AP1's still coming,
You
bro.
stay blissfully silent until the end of the
Look,
run.
man, I feel confident after managing to get P1. Okay, so I was supposed to do a little bit of a trick there where I tricked the game into giving me more speed so I could jump up there, but I kind of forgot to do that. So I'm just gonna drift instead.
Yes,
Yeah, it's
that's
just
what
losing, like, 10
overconfidence
seconds.
does.
Look, everything's fine.
So here's another slope jump to try to get over that. Unfortunately.
Everything's fine.
Thankfully, we have several backup strats for this, so killing these actually spawns and you can bop off and hit back over.
right.
If you don't get that, you also have a cube that you can take to the lower side.
Game really wants you to use the cube there, but
I
it's real
didn't.
slow.
I didn't have to use the cube.
If you didn't pull a me, you're good.
Exactly. I got the better backup strat. Everything is fine. Donations. This stage is donations.
Sure thing. We have $20 from Kirby Master.
Hey.
Hey, Kirby.
Kirby!
We love you, Kirby.
Sad I couldn't make it to AGDQ in person for the Sonic block, especially to catch my one contribution to color speedrunning by being bad at the game. I'll donate another $20 if Sid nails the Asteroid Coaster's boss's frame-perfect rocket.
Oh,
Ooh.
only 20? I don't know if that's high enough. Better raise that to 40.
Yeah. So that is not marathon safe at all, and I'm gonna blame it on Kirby that I'm actually going for it now, even though I was gonna do it anyway. But it's now officially Kirby's fault.
Yep. Blame it on Kirby.
Yeah.
Magoo.
Magoo.
Another donation or two?
No, maybe this one's quite short, so The nice thing about Actual is that you have boost in the stage, means I can take the upper path instead of having to go down and get boost first. And then I actually want to get rid of all of my boosts so I can do an air dash here. And there we go.
Yeah, you can't land on that platform. It's really hard with just boost, because the air dash is a little slower and gives you extra height.
Yeah. With the boost, I'm just scared I'm gonna destroy the yellow platforms because they're really fragile. Alright, and then we have this stage, which can definitely be a run ender. There's a pretty cool rail launch, essentially, where the rail kind of leads into a 2D section, but I can manage to get such a high jump off of it that I can boost way further into the 2D section. And potentially have to land on a conveyor belt of very tiny platforms. So let's see if I can land safely or not.
Get some good distance, though.
That's good.
Oh.
Oh, unlucky.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, so there's two of those, and there's also just a pit that you can fall into.
Yeah.
Yeah, so ideally you can land on a really big platform that you have no risk of dying, but you need to get a pretty good rail launch to get far enough.
Alrighty. So let's do that again.
Yeah, just don't fall in the pit again. That'd be pitiful.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that fun. There we go. That was perfect. First try. Exactly. Thank you, audience. First try. All right. So here we have a compliment ramp. Thank you for making me feel good about myself, game. And I actually trying to manage my boost so that I run out of boost here because I don't want any boost for the boss, which allows me to set up a really good quick kill. Also, Spike makes me completely
pretty good.
Yeah, it makes me completely ignore that last 2D section, which is quite nice.
So remember the boss from the first area? Well, it's him again, just with rotating platforms and spikes.
Yep.
Boop.
He's gone already.
Yep, that's it.
Yep, that's it.
We'll miss him.
So there's actually only one frame where he's vulnerable after you hit him. After that, he goes into an attack where you just can't hit him. But fortunately, all you have to do, really, is be in spike form in front of him as soon as he becomes vulnerable, and he instantly gets hit. So that's what that entire setup is about.
Now we gotta go into the...
More 3D and 2Ds.
I think all of our favorite areas.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely my favorite zone in the game.
Don't mind me, it's just gonna be jamming out. I'm gonna let Aura explain this one.
Yeah, I'll take the trick because it takes quite a bit of focus. So he's gonna take a bunch of speed from rail switching, and then he's gonna use a laser, try and get around the hitbox for this building, and land slightly out of bounds, but still under the ground. And out here, he can actually jump around a 3D or a 2D trigger. So now he's in 3D and 2D, and he can use that.
Ooh.
Oh,
Excuse me, fish?
he can jump around the wall and then boost onto this platform, and then he can now boost through this building since it's only solid in the middle.
Oh yeah. I love the way that trick looks. Just kind of weaving in and out of the 2D section.
Yeah, exactly.
It is pretty damn cool. Ah, stomped a bit too early. Alrighty. Now, it used to be that I got rid of all of my boost here. I need that fish. Give me that fish. Alright, I just wasted all of the time I'm about to save by doing this stage with boost, but you know.
It looks cooler though.
It looks cooler.
Yeah, we used to run out of our boost like Sid said earlier, but we recently rerouted to have boost in this stage because it saves like 5 seconds to have boost here and Aquarium Park 3 later.
This stage is very scary with boost.
Yeah.
Samurai Man almost did you a dirty right there.
So yeah, that's not exactly how it was supposed to go, but yeah. It works.
It's still faster than not having the boost though.
Exactly. And the main reason why it's faster here is because here we have underwater movement without actually having the ability to use the drill whiz, which we usually use to go faster. So having some extra boost here is quite nice.
Yeah, normally you'd barely have enough and you just have to walk down that big slope.
Or slide, or yeah, it's miserable.
Yeah.
Whee! All right. Make sure we don't drown. Very important. Oh, okay. I tried to hit him with boost, but I'll just let him destroy himself instead. Works for me. All right. Specifically did that where the ceiling is, so that I don't accidentally go way up.
So this next area has a good history between me and Sid. So when I first started learning this game, like, oh god, 3 or 4 years ago, I fell in love with IL in this stage. Sid also likes doing it, so we had a giant competition for a while, and we constantly were beating each other. Well, the whole competition part of this was really near the end, where you had to hope you can get a double whisk capsule, so you can just boost it in. Well, that doesn't matter anymore. With the new 3D and 2D that we'll be seeing, we kind of just fall at the end of the...
Wouldn't really say it's a 3D and 2D as much as we just kind of
Not care
fall.
anymore.
We just kind of fall. Instead of having an automated running section with a chaser chasing me as chasers do, I'm just gonna fall.
Yeah.
Falling down is actually faster than the automated running speed on the downhill section for some reason.
Gravity's pretty fast. Gotta actually make sure I have enough boost to do the trick as well. But I think I managed my boost properly.
So he was actually still in 2D for that laser, so he was able to aim it up and then get right over the trigger and just fall.
Have a nice fall, man.
Get a nice few Sonic shoes.
So the chaser is actually still spawned in all the way back there doing his normal speed, and we're kind of just gone.
Yep. Bye, Chaser. And yeah,
You're supposed to be avoiding lasers, but yeah, let's just chill.
this is chill. Gotta make sure to get rid of all of my boost for the next stage, though. Next stage is...
Also camera.
Yeah, the camera does not like me doing that. All right. Not a new addition to the run.
So we have another spring stage here. It is actually possible to do this whole thing without the spring, but you have to do it blind. And so I think the only person that's like maybe even put it into a run is DSS.
No, he hasn't done it in an actual run. He's done it in ILs. I think V is currently trying to do like blind shenanigans in runs, but he's crazy.
Yeah, if you know like where all the platforms are for this, you can literally just air dash to all of them. But the camera is locked on the bounce pad.
Anyway, that is the actual platforming part of the stage. Now, for the rest of it, we're just kind of gonna bounce on platforms all the way up while bouncing to the rhythm. So in the meantime, let's read some donations.
Sure thing. We have $5 from Pyro Rennie, who says, "Frame perfect tricks. I got the other $20 to make it 40 if you get it."
Ooh.
We have $500 from Blitz Ace 1981. Another year, another Sonic block. Gotta donate fast. Thank you so much. Also, to let you all know, the bonus game for Mike Tyson's Punch-Out has opened, so if you're looking for something to donate to, that's something.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. So it's actually very nice to boost to the rhythm of the music there. And as I found out yesterday in practice, another song that goes quite well to it is Running in the 90s. Oh.
So with this little launch here, you can actually launch yourself to go through that pod of fish that unfortunately Sid bounced off of.
Yeah.
And be able to get yourself right next to the drill wisp and just kind of carry on.
Make sure I have enough boost there. Alrighty. So while I was practicing for my run, I had this theory where over here I would beat an extra crab in order to get a whole bunch of boost so that I could skip a boost capsule later, like I think 7 stages from now or something, I don't know. I would have to carry it very long. Then I timed it and it broke even exactly. It did not save time at all, so I'm gonna not do that. So much for new route ideas, but oh well.
Also, does everybody love 3D and 2D? Because we're going to have another one.
Yeah.
My favorite.
And this time we're gonna combine it with underwater physics, because this game was never supposed to have underwater physics in 3D. The only underwater sections are in 2D, so since you have an infinite jump underwater, essentially, you can go wherever you want.
And we got the fishies.
Whee!
The fishies actually give a speed boost to you, as well as they protect you from one hit.
And they save you from drowning.
Yes. But now we're going into the boss, which is the same as Sweet Mountains, except underwater. Because who would have thought that the boss wouldn't take that way? So the only big difference is now the wisp capsules are in these little missiles. So we have to break the one with the wisp and then take one of them over here to shatter the glass.
Yeah. So the only rules in order to be able to get the wisp from the torpedo is that you cannot break it on the final capsule or Sonic's face. If you break it on Sonic's face, you don't get the wisp. I've tried. He didn't like it.
I don't know, I wouldn't like it either.
That's fair. All right. And then it's just going to be another round of the same thing. So we have time for another donation.
Sure thing. We got $20 from Funk Matthias. Good luck to Sid and our favorite blue boy, Blue Cube Wisp.
Yeah.
Show the world how great and how blue he is.
Thank you, Matthias. Much appreciated. Go for another one.
Sure thing. We have $40 from Nyoki15159. Hey Gedrith, your boy Dean and I are enjoying the run. Shout out to the great job Sid is doing destroying this game.
Shout out to Gedrith's roommate.
Yep. Hope you're eating. I really do.
Pet the puppy for me, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah, pet the
Dean.
puppy.
Pet the puppy.
Hope he's not being too much of a demon, though.
The demon.
The demon. Okay, so Astro Coaster. So remember how crazy this was last time we had this in? Well, it's gotten even more crazier.
No, actually, this is the only world that's exactly the same.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, no, it still is
You're the
crazy,
crazy
but
one here.
Yeah, maybe I am the
it
crazy
still
one.
is crazy, but this is the only one that didn't get a new skip, I think. Oh, no, wait.
Yeah, wait, yeah. Six
Star at
changed.
Carnival also, but Star at Carnival never changes.
Well, six changed, then we added in...
Yeah, no, but 6 changed before SGQ 2017, I think.
I don't remember. I have to go back and rewatch the VOD.
Doesn't matter.
Anyways, so we're going to jump over the wall there because, you know, physics.
Because you can, yeah.
Yeah,
Skip a whole another roller coaster.
Really long and
skip
slow.
a frenzy section, a 2D section, and another automated roller coaster section.
Ha! This is new.
No,
Yes, it was. It was.
no, it's not.
It's not.
I am crazy, man.
You are.
Anyways,
It's okay, I love you anyway, Gedrith.
thank you. So this is a fun little 2D and 3D that Kirby Master found.
On accident, by
Yeah.
being bad. Thank you, Kirby.
Thank you,
We
Kirby.
love you.
Whee! Bam.
Yeah, really just used to skip those boxes.
Those
That's
boxes
basic.
are really annoying to go through in 2D.
Make sure I... Oh,
Oh, don't pull me.
there it is.
Can you actually fall off of that and die?
Oh, yeah.
You don't die. There's actually another section right there with a red ring.
Yeah, it was supposed
Really?
to. Yeah, there's the actual intended way down there.
Oh, no.
All right. So now we meet the last of the Wisp. Hello, Frenzy Wisp. He actually has a jump attack that has a crazy amount of momentum. So if I combine that with this slope,
And do it correctly.
Nice.
I did it correctly.
Nice.
Thank you.
Ideally, that's the only time we're going to see him either, so...
Yeah, the very old Asteroid Coaster 6 used him, but thankfully we don't have to do that anymore.
All right. That corner is way too tight, so you actually have to do a little boost to get through it properly. And now I'm going to shut up because it's about to get scary.
Yeah, this is what used to be the hardest skip in the run before people started doing Planet Wisp 1.
And
So he's running out of bounds again, so he can easily just jump around the 2D trigger.
Yeah,
And keep his 3D physics, and then using gravity, he can just gracefully land around the goal ring.
Nailed it.
Nice.
That is still one of my favorite tricks in the run. It is so good.
Also, don't blink.
I blinked. What
oh,
happened?
dang.
Now what?
is the stage over yet?
It is now.
So if you blink for 6
wasn't
seconds,
looking. Do it
There we
again.
go.
you
6
actually,
seconds.
and then you missed that. But
Yeah, the intended way is to take this long trip around, but if
Yeah,
you
just to grab a Wisp to break a block that's right next to the goal ring you started.
So, shout out to Diamond in the crowd. This is his favorite stage. I don't know why. I think he has bigger things to worry about if that's his favorite stage. But you know, love you, Diamond.
Yeah, other than that, it's a pretty straightforward stage of hitting like 3 switches.
Jumping around the middle is faster for some reason.
Yeah, you just kind of hug the corner, and air physics are faster than ground physics in the stage. For yes, yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, just gotta make sure you hit the switch to spawn the goal ring. That's it.
So we're gonna get a little damage boost here, and yep, got a good fall. So, and then after this, we're gonna take a laser up, and then pray that this laser that we're about to time here is gonna kill everything. Ooh, that's
Yeah, you need to kill a bunch of
So-
enemies to spawn
That was a
this
bad
goal ring.
angle, but I fixed it.
so if you get the correct angle, you can go through here and
All right.
wipe everything.
1 second. I need audience participation on this one. I'm about to jump out of the roller coaster and into rings. Whenever that happens, I want you to shout supersonic speed.
And it's going to happen really fast.
It's gonna happen right now.
Supersonic speed!
Speed! Thank you, Froganoth.
Shout out to my boy Froganock. That trick is now his because he has never successfully hit it. I don't know how that happened, but love you, man. And yeah, then for the rest of this, we're once again going to be making use of some underwater physics while breaking out of bounds into a 3D and 2D. But this one is going to be a little bit, you know, convoluted.
Yeah, time for a quick donation or two while you get it set up.
Sounds good.
Sure thing. I have $25 from Ace Azamine. This Sonic Colors run is incredible. I'm in utter awe at Sonic in his element. Can't wait to see the rest of the Sonic block.
Very nice. So, using that spring there, when you boost at the same time of going down and hitting the spring, you can actually launch yourself straight out of bounds. And so he got stuck in the wall over there, came back over here. There's a tight little area he can switch from 2D back into 3D, lay on the platform, boost off, and then just be able to drop straight down here to the goal ring.
Yep,
Nice.
very fast.
We used to do that too in the other way and then use Frenzy and whatnot. It used to be a lot more convoluted. But
It was like an additional minute or something.
Something like that, yeah. But it was still really good.
Anyway, here's what Kirby Master was waiting for.
Oh, yeah. Just gonna hit this guy 6 times in order to make him drop the rocket. And then if I use that on the correct frame, then I can just kind of scrape past his front, which will make him instantly get destroyed.
And that second hit, we just had to give him a little boop, a little love tap.
A little love tap on the nose.
Yeah, just gotta get him to go into 2D.
Ouch.
Too early?
Oh, that's too late. Oof.
1 frame too late. 1 frame too late, but I got close.
So the backup strat to it is after you hit him, if you just immediately stomp and not touch the controller, he kills himself.
Good boss.
Good boss.
I like him.
Yeah. So the fast strat saves an additional 7 seconds, but yeah, it's frame perfect, and I try to go for it, but 1 frame too late, I'm not too bad.
Not too bad.
If it wasn't
Definitely
for that,
better than 1 frame early.
if it wasn't for that dang asteroid,
So if you do it 1 frame early, then you actually have to just straight up die and try it again, because otherwise you just waste so much time.
it's a long
Yeah.
transition to get back into that.
Yeah. Speaking of long, this is a long automated running section, so I'm actually going to once again pass it over to Lizstar, who is going to be reading some donations.
That's me.
That's you.
I have $25 from Something Hill Zone. Sonic Block Hype! We have a nice $300 from Profit Twitch. No message, but thank you so much. We have $100 from Ixador92. Want to thank all the amazing speedrunners and donators supporting a good cause. Let's see that Sonic 06 run. And that 06 run did get met, so that will be at the end of this block.
Hey, round 2.
Round 2. I'm going to do it this time, I promise. Keep going, Liz.
Sure thing.
Where's the...
We have $10 from
There it is.
Grenade. This is my
Alright,
first
move on.
time catching AGDQ live, and I'm so excited to finally be donating. Sonic 06 run, here we
did it.
come!
So if you don't do anything at all, these guys are just extremely passive and they don't hit you at all. It's quite nice.
You know, they're doing their jobs, right?
I'll post it to...
Right.
Yeah, they're doing their job. I'll post it to Twitter after the run, because now I do actually have to do
The one
thing.
part of the stage you actually can lose time to.
Yep,
So this is who we would have fought back in Aquarium Part 4.
yep.
Where instead we just fell through the entire section, but
So he's back for his revenge.
All right. So what I'm doing here is just doing a little boost and then trying to maintain my momentum with short hops, because I don't actually have enough boost to make it all the way to the end otherwise. So I gotta kind of conserve it. But with the short
It's really
hops, I...
important to have it at the end here.
Exactly.
For some reason, you actually can't tell which lanes he's shooting the lasers at right now, so
Yeah.
if you boost fast enough, it doesn't matter. And he saved enough so he can boost to the end.
And those were some pretty decent short hops. Not the best, but not bad.
I died to that last laser one time. In my first time running
Yeah.
this game.
I think everybody's died to Terminal Velocity 1 at some point. Just kind of a rite of passage.
Yep.
No one's ever died to this, though. Certainly not me.
no,
Definitely.
Yeah.
of course not.
All right.
No,
So
it's an easy boss, isn't it? Tell us.
it actually what it is. So the first attack he does is always the cube. Sometimes it's 6 cubes, sometimes it's 8 cubes. It only really matters for the frames. And then his second attack can be either spike or laser. I kind of want him to do laser, because that will allow for the optimal attack pattern. Nice. Spike and laser are both pretty fast attacks, but if he does laser now, then I have a chance to actually get the optimal attack pattern in the next 2. The next 2 are the most important, because right now he can do either cube, spike, or laser, or a combination of cube spikes and cube laser. And the combination attacks are really slow. So of course he's about to do the combination attacks. Oh no,
Oh, very nice.
This is perfect pattern so far.
Oh,
Never mind.
You had to say
close?
something.
Look. Look, this was all predetermined. I did not curse things. Don't worry.
Right, right.
Yes.
You can keep telling yourself that, buddy.
If he does the laser with his second attack there, then he actually skips an animation, which saves an additional few seconds. But alas, bad luck.
Alas.
All right. Gonna do 2 hits, one with the homing attack, one by boosting into them.
So this one's
Use the button,
preset.
epic.
Yeah, this one's preset, so it's always the same. It's spikes, lasers, and then cubes.
Cubes, then lasers.
Cubes. Okay.
But it doesn't matter, it's all the same speed anyway. So if you actually were to get hit by one of these attacks, you merely just get another attack. But yeah. And this is actually not the final stage yet. There is one tiny little stage after this. And after that, that's when time's gonna be. So yeah, that's the last hit coming up for this boss. Then one more stage, and then we're done.
But for now, bye-bye, Eggman.
Uh-huh.
You're not gonna wave goodbye?
Ultimate color!
By your powers combined, I am Captain Planet. All right. All right, guys. What do you think the time on the final stage is going to be?
43.
2890.
28.90. I'm gonna do you one better, and I'm gonna say 28.89.
Dang, 1 frame lower, really?
One frame. I'm gonna beat you by 1 frame.
28.88.
Time's coming up, by the way.
My guess was really off, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Only by like a mile. And time 28.89. Called it. All right. And that was Sonic Colors.
Yeah.
42.53. Not too bad. Not too bad. I got to show off all of the new tricks, so that was really cool. And yeah, I really enjoyed that. Hope you guys did too. We have an entire Sonic block full of awesome games coming up. I think next up is the Sonic CD race, 3-way. And well, I was gonna tell you to donate for Sonic 06, but that's already met. So yeah, heck yeah.
So yeah, brush your teeth, eat your vegetables, and donate for the
Sonic
next
06.
bonus game.
Yeah. And that'll be it for me. Thank you very much. And thank you.
Absolutely incredible work on that Sonic Colors run. Always beautiful to see. This is just the start, friends. We got so much more coming for the Sonic block. I'm about to run it over to a quick Twitch ad, but before I do, we do have the Sonic 06 incentive met, like I said. We do have other incentives, though. The only one for the Sonic block is the either the Japanese soundtrack or the US soundtrack. As I said earlier, my choice for donations is always the US soundtrack because I'm good friends with all the CD runners and they really like the Japanese one. But if you're looking for something to donate for, ignore the booing in the crowd and you should probably look towards that. All right, we're going to run into a quick Twitch ad. We'll be right back. Hello, friends, and welcome back to AGDQ 2020. We are raising money for the Prevent Cancer Foundation. I'm going to read a quick donation here. We have $10 from Burnt Pork 75. Donating for my favorite pair of nerds. Sid, don't die. Again. We have $30 from Shirira. It is, in fact, some use. I could have done that in a silver voice, but... $25 from Bubbly Oasis. The Sonic Color soundtrack always cheers me up when I'm feeling down. Keep going fast, and wishing everyone a great 2020. Here's $25 from Choco48. I wanted to get a donation while Lizstar was hosting. You do a lot of great in your little corner of the internet, and we all love you. Good luck on your runs later this week. Donation goes towards my choice. Thank you so much, friend. And of course, like I said, that is going towards the US soundtrack because I've made mistakes. But you know it's not a mistake. Donating for charity. Thank you so much. All right, friends, let's move on over to the Sonic 06 interview.
I'm here, I swear. Okay, there we go. Hey guys, Kungfufruitcup back here. I am hanging out with Focussight before his Sonic 06 run. We are so excited that that incentive was met, so thank you all so much. I know that this is kind of a special moment for you, not only because the run was met, because of some personal stuff. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so my grandmother, my paternal grandmother, who lives in Kissimmee, not too far from here, actually, unfortunately, she recently had a relapse in her cancer, and she has her brain tumor is returning, unfortunately, and she doesn't want to go back to chemo. So she has a prognosis of about 2 months. Because of that, I'm immensely thankful for everyone who's donated for this game. I've never would have anticipated this to be this high for one and to be met. So I really want to say thank you first and foremost, and I really do hope I deliver every one of your expectations for this wonderful, obviously perfect game.
I'm sorry for the news, but you're going to do fantastic, right? Awesome. Well, so with Sonic 06, I know that you've been speedrunning in the Sonic community for a long time. You've been doing a lot. Can you tell us like your kind of history with it and the history of the game?
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I can get started with that. So, like, first thing I mainly did was I actually watched the run at AGDQ 2013 for Silver Story, which is actually this category I'm running currently, kind of. And I actually learned from that person, Parax, now a rookie, and it was my inspiration to start speedrunning back in 2013. I was 12 at that age. Yeah, that makes sense. I was 12 at the time, and so I started running Sonic Story, and I had a 2-minute 45 radical train, which is double the time that's actually current world record.
Oh, wow.
Nice. And since then, I have learned a lot of 06, and both fortunately and unfortunately. I beat DSS overall in the overall IL leaderboards when I was 16 in 2016. And since then, I've gotten a few world records in our RTA. I had some of the All Stories run world record. I have the Silver Story No Mystery world record. I have a tied 3-way tie because that's perfect for Silver Story any percent.
Wow.
So I've had a pretty big history. It's funny because I'm the youngest one on the couch in the chair, and yet I am the most experienced in terms of speedrunning, in terms of the years of the game. So
yeah, you just got an early start, which is amazing. And I know that with Silver Story specifically, that's also gone through a lot of changes in development over the last few years, right?
Yeah, of course, for sure. Like, the AGDQ run in 2013 was actually world record at the time, and that was a 103.22 or 103.02, forget which one it is. And currently my estimate's 1 hour, and I'm almost certain I can probably get well below that. Not too well below that. My world record is currently 47.25. There has been a lot found, a lot that has changed the categories, including mission select glitch, but effectively, there's been so much optimization in the category. No one thought we'd be optimized because of the amount of frame perfect glitches and whatnot, but you know, it's 06, we find a way.
Right. What would you say is the biggest time save that you found for Silver Story?
Well, I didn't personally find this, but one of the biggest time saves that has ever been done was Trial Skip, found by DSS.
Okay.
So there are these 3 trials we will get to later, but not actually play through. I don't want to spoil everything quite yet, but it involves, if you're good, 50 frame perfect inputs, 20 or like 10 of which are in a row. If you're bad, it can be complete and utter destruction.
Oh, no.
To likes of which no one ever seen. Of that, I'm the only person so far who's run Silver Story who actually has gotten it in a marathon before, and I'm only one of 3 people who have gotten it as a whole. So here's hoping that it happens here.
I believe, you guys believe, I believe that you will get the Trial Skip.
Oof.
Look at that. That is so much support.
That
It's
is,
gonna happen.
I'm just...
That will definitely happen. You're good. It's okay.
Yeah.
No matter what, it's going to be a
Yeah.
fantastic run. Well, since we have a little bit of time, you want to get some social media questions
Why not?
in?
Yeah, let's go right ahead.
Okay, great. Amazing. So we have, this is from @Dashneer, who says, are you running Sonic 06 because you lost a bet?
With my soul, possibly. With my heart, no. So that's basically it.
That was a great answer.
It's the perfect answer. Witty.
Then we have, this is from @2ShyShy, who says, would you rather have Sonic's speed, Silver's psychokinesis, or Shadow's gun?
This is an easy question because Silver's psychokinesis is actually the fastest movement in the entire game, faster than any of Sonic's speed. So.
And the most important thing is that you got to go fast.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, exactly.
Otherwise, there's no point to it.
That makes total sense. All right, we got one more for you. How about, this is from @Pact1017, who says, when it comes to masterpieces, such as Sonic 06, would you say it's the most fun to be had when speedrunning a broken game? Or are there any, and the rest of the question's gone, but.
So I actually, I already read this question, yeah. The important thing is, I actually think that what makes a good speed game and what makes a good game are completely different. They're completely disparate, obviously. I think glitches are an interesting part of certain speedruns, and others are more movement-based. For instance, the Mega Man X series I like a lot more because it's a lot more movement rather than glitch. 06 I love because it's more glitch than even any movement because you use glitches to basically move, which is great. So it really depends upon the style of game. There are games that are too broken to be considered, I think, viable for really speedrunning that efficiently. But people could speedrun anything. People speedrun Donkey Kong Jr. Math. People speedrun anything. You just pretty much run anything.
Right.
I think there's no limit to what a speedrun is unless you're playing Sonic and the Secret Rings.
Yeah. Wow. So would you say this is like the perfect amount of broken for you?
I would say so for sure. 06 has, although seeing Skyward Sword yesterday made me question everything I ever believed in because
that was a
beautiful run, and I absolutely loved basically the self-programming in the game, which that is actually more broken than 06, funny enough.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, we're really looking forward to your run. You're going to do great. Thank you all so much for donating to make this run happen. It's going to be fantastic. So everybody look forward to that run coming up. I think we have someone joining us for what's going on.
Oh, hey, Fu. Yeah, I have some prizes to talk about.
Then?
First, I got to finish a business transaction here.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
All right, Goose. So here's the deal. I'm gonna give you this bell, and you're gonna give me my badge back. Okay? Yeah. All right. I think it understands. All right, I give you the badge. All right. Good. Now go away.
Nice.
Woo! Wait a minute. This is Spike Vegeta's badge. All
Welcome
right.
to your new name.
Fooled again.
Man, I have to be talented now. I don't know how to do that.
I think we're all
to be really loud.
I can do that.
Okay.
So can I. So.
Oh, all right, guys. So we have some absolutely amazing prizes for you coming up during Sonic Block. All the prizes we're going to be talking about right now are actually going through all the way through Sonic Block to the Outer Worlds a little bit later tonight. So you got a good amount of time to donate, but you do definitely want to get those donations in for some of these. Now, first up, from our good friend Noontime Natu, we have an amazing Sonic embroidery. I cannot describe the level of artistic talent that has gone into this embroidery. You really do need to head over to the prize page at gamesdonquick.com and take a look at this thing. It's absolutely incredible. And it's only a $5 minimum donation. We're all laughing because we can see it.
I mean, you really have to just feel it.
You
know
really
the
need
quality.
to see it for yourself.
It needs to be framed in a museum.
You need to see it, and you need to see it quick. Also,
and then preferably then see it quick thereafter.
Exactly. Now, also for $5 from our friends over at Bethesda, we have a beautiful Fallout Nuka-Cola pin set. It comes in like what looks like a little fridge for your Nuka-Cola bottles, and you got all the different varieties of Nuka-Cola in there. It's a super cute image. And again, $5 minimum donation, so not that much. Now, from our good friend and longtime assistant Iggy Zig, we have one of my favorite prizes of the whole event. We have, the legally distinct fast rodent throw pillow. I love this thing. He is very clearly not a hedgehog who goes fast. He's just blue, and there might be a ring on the ground. Don't worry about that. $10 minimum donation. I love it. It's double-sided too, so I mean, if you want Sonic to be upside down,
I mean, we just saw that in colors.
No,
to be
it's
fair.
not Sonic. It's Blue Rodent.
Right. I apologize.
Blue rodent colors, my favorite.
Generic fast blue rodent. Also, for a $10 minimum donation, we have from Struggle Up Sketches this cute little Sonic card of Sonic and Tails hugging. They're hugging upside down, as you can do when you can fly. That's completely intentional by me, and I'm just going to flip it upside down right now. So yeah, $10 minimum donation. Love the art style. And it comes with this beautiful little card. The back of the card is blank, so you can write a great message to your favorite speedrunner or the goose that keeps harassing you at AGDQ, you know, whatever, and mail it right off. No, you go away. You go away, goose. For a $15 minimum donation from our friend Cute Monster, we have this absolutely adorable Super Mario World Yoshi coin. Oh. It's, you know, just like the Yoshi coin from Super Mario World. It's really cool. $15 minimum donation. It's metal plated. On the back of it is Princess Peach from Super Mario 64, the secret slide entrance. You know, there you go.
Oh, that's cool.
Obviously, collecting 5 of them will do something, right?
It will, I believe.
It will make you feel more fulfilled in life.
It will. It's behind me, isn't it? I can tell it's behind me. For a $15 minimum donation from our friends at Bethesda, we have an absolutely beautiful Fallout 4 Mondo print. You actually get 2 styles of a print. There's a day style and a night style. If you head over to gamesdonequick.com, you can see a beautiful picture of, I believe the night style is the one we have up there. So make sure to take a look at that. And at a $25 minimum donation, we have a Super Sledge replica from Bethesda. It's a replica of the Super Sledge from Fallout 4. It's full-sized. It weighs like 20 pounds, I think. It's pretty cool. Unfortunately, couldn't get it here in time with the holiday shipping, but you should definitely head over to gamesdonequick.com. Check out a picture of it in the tracker. It's great. Huge shout outs to our friends over at Bethesda for making that happen for us. And guys, don't forget our grand prize, of course. You know, we have a custom replica from Heroic Replicas. You can have either the Hylian Shield and Master Sword that we've had these past couple of years. Absolutely beautiful set, customized to your liking in terms of color and material. We also have a lovely fishbone guitar as an option. You can have it as a base. Maybe you want it in a different color or material. Heroic Replicas can do that for you because they are a talented group of individual. And I say individual because I believe Dave is the guy behind all of it, and he's super great at it. And if neither of those strikes your fancy, you can work with him to make your own custom prop within some limitations. Fu, what would you pick?
Oh man, you said the guitar. I would probably stick in the Zelda universe. I think it's also amazing. So.
All right, I can respect that.
Obviously, you want a Hylian shield that's colored like the Deku.
Can I get working claw shots?
That might be a little expensive, but you know what?
They probably would be allowed in Florida, though. I think that would be a sensible law in Florida. Hook shots are allowed all the time.
Exactly. I mean, it is Florida. Anyway, thank you so much for having me, Fu. Always a pleasure to stop by and show off the prizes. And I mean, you know, I'm very sorry to hear about your grandmother's situation, but
I thought you were about to say, I'm sorry you run a Sonic 06.
I'm also very sorry you have to play Silver
I legitimately thought that was the first thing you were going to say.
It's no use.
All right, well, thank you, everyone. We're going to throw it back up for the Sonic CD run coming up next. Thank you guys so much.
I almost don't want to talk. This music's so good. Coming up next is the Sonic CD race. Don't go anywhere. That will be real soon. While we get that going, I'll read a few more donations. We have $500 from Eli Langley. This is my first time watching GDQ live, even though I've watched VODs for years. Cheers to this great run and my favorite video game character as a kid. Let's beat cancer. $50 from Xmas Barkley. I'm so happy to see another year of speedruns and generous donations. Have fun, runners. $25 from Jeff224. GDQ is making the first day of my last semester of college so much better, but less productive. Had to donate to get one of the worst games I've ever played, Sonic 06, onto the stream. Thanks for everything you all do. $25 from Anna Artemis 100. So happy it is time for AGDQ again. Had to donate in the Sonic block because this was the first video game series I got into as a kid. Gotta go fast. $15 from Denzel. Hello from New Zealand. I woke up early for the Sonic block. I was diagnosed with a non-Hodgkin's lymphoma in 2019, so this year's GDQ is closer to my heart than ever. Lots of love to everyone in the industry whose lives have been changed by these diseases. Hey Sega, new Chow Garden when? Right? It's like they don't know why we play the games. $250 from Ninja Blob. Greetings from Germany. Let's get that Sonic 2006 run. $15 from Jeb. This is for my friend Danielle, who beat non-Hodgkin's lymphoma and just hit her 5-year mark for being cancer-free. Donating during Sonic Block in honor of all the Sonic games we played together. Congratulations to your friend, and thank you for the donation. We have $100 from my dude, 165. It's 2020, my dudes. $25 from Katie Bat, 125. No copyright law in the universe can stop me from going fast. Love and Chaos Emeralds from Discord HQ. Let's save some lives. $50 from Deject. Really looking forward to the Fallout anthology, the Outer Worlds, and all the Doom games. Good luck to all the runners, and a huge thanks to everyone involved. This year is shaping up to be amazing as always. Can I get a hype from the audience? Oh, y'all are good at that. $200 from Wampa Stompa. Gotta donate fast. Here's a $15 donation from Leon122. This is the first year watching AGDQ with my husband. We watched many years before together. Here's to get the Sonic bonus game. Would Sonic also say honk? Y'all keeping hydrated out there? It's important. I need to drink water right now. It's like I'm yelling in memes into a microphone or something. $25 from AJRPG Games. Good games for a good cause. This comes with love from your friends at AJRPG. Thank you, friends. $5 from Ben L. Hype for $200,000. Can we see 300,000 by the end of the day? I think we can. Thank you to all the staff and volunteers at AGDQ 2020. $200 donation from Cocaccio. Thank you so much for your donation. $50 from Probotector159. Hey AGDQ, wonderful runs this year. This is a shout out to the guy who jams out to the music in the front. Keep on rocking. I mean, it's more than just one person now. $25 from Viewed Writer. Been watching since near the very beginning and never had a chance to donate until now, so I'm finally putting a bit back into the pot myself in memory of my grandmother's passing from cancer about 5 years back now. Putting this towards Sonic 06 after her jokingly calling me Tails during my long binges of Sonic gaming after school. Besides, nobody can deny that rocking soundtracks no matter how bad the game is. That's true. Thank you so much. Here's $10 from Ashley Green. The Sonic block is always my favorite. I hope all your runners are able to knuckles down and go fast to get those rings to cancel cancer. Thanks to all the staff who help out. It wouldn't be the same without you. $25 from SHC Voodoo. Hello, GDQ from the Silly Hat Crew. Just helping out.